competed extremely hard. Thought Minnesota played probably the difference in the game is, to me, they played with a little bit more poise than we did. And, obviously Maya Moore hit some big shots, made some big plays, both ends of the floor. So, got a lot of respect for them. They're a championship team. They're well coached. They got great competitors, and they did what they had to do tonight.
First question, Brian, third row to the left.
Jesse Doherty from the LA Times. Coach, what's the hardest part about slowing down Maya?
Well, like I said before, I've said this several times, she reminds me, they're not the same type of player, but she's a lot like Cynthia Cooper from the standpoint that no matter what happens, they're always on balance. They always have the ability to gather themselves and finish on balance. And it doesn't matter if she's taking it to the rim or she's off the dribble, just good. And then, she has the ability to get you in bad spots and draw fouls. And, she's difficult to defend.
Brian, front row to your left.
Amanda Scarlock and Lee Sentinel. Talk to me about Chelsea Gray's performance tonight. She had 4 out of 5, made 4 out of 5 threes.
Yeah. Chelsea played well, competed hard. She's been playing like that here, within the last month and a half. And, we're going to need her to play well again on Thursday.
Next question, back row to the left.
Coach, Angel Gray, NBA TV. Elena Beer said we need to control what we can control, starting with the focus, intensity, and will to win. How would you grade your team on that tonight?
I thought I'd grade us an A with what you just said. I think this game is really, we're going to learn a lot from this game. Now, I don't know if we're going to see the results on Thursday, but this game is really going to help us because it's the first time this team's been in this kind of environment. And, of course, we're playing against a great opponent that's been there several times. And I think that you can tell the difference in both teams. I mean, they were playing hard, competing hard. My hat's off to my team for how they competed. But we've got to play, there's certain times during the course of the game that you have to play under control and with a lot of poise. And we didn't quite show that all the time tonight.
Next question, third row to the right.
Alicia Tsuji, USA Today. Coming from your own finals experience, what are you telling the team going into this do or die Game 5 that not a lot of the players have been through before?
We'll learn from this game, and we'll play better on Thursday. We'll prepare and we'll play better. I've been in this situation several times. The 2 ABL games, championships, we won in the 5th game. Not a whole lot different than tonight, but this experience going through this, I could just sort of tell on our facial expressions in the locker room, this was new for them. And we didn't lack desire to win, or a will. We competed hard enough. We just got to put that back together and play with more poise.
Okay, we have 3 more questions. Next one will come standing to your left, Brian.
Coach Mike Terry from Sports Exchange. I'd like to ask you the same thing in the sense that you've got 4 days now before Game 5. Is that a lot of time to have to keep rehashing this, or is that good for your players to either get their legs back under them or enough rest?
I think both teams will be much more fresh come Thursday. Both teams have one flight to make, and I'm sure they'll go tomorrow. We go on Tuesday, and both teams will have a chance to get their legs back underneath them. So I think it'll be a competitive again on Thursday. That's what I anticipate.
Next question, front row to the left.
Coach, you guys were in a similar situation in the previous series with Chicago. You had a chance to close out the game. Unfortunately, you didn't, but you did close out in the next game. Is there something that you can take from that series that can apply to Game 5 in this situation as well?
In the Chicago game, although I thought Chicago was playing and competing very hard, I don't think we played quite as aggressive and were much more passive in that game up there in Chicago. Tonight, we were trying. We were making things happen down the stretch. We think we had the game tied at one time. The game was, in the balance there with under 2 or 3 minutes, and so we had opportunities. It's just the ability to play with poise down the stretch. And again, I couldn't be more proud of how we competed. Now we've got to partner that with poise and execution.
Last question to your right, second row, Brian.
Hey, Brian. How you doing? Rebounding was a big differential, 16, but you ended up getting 5 more possessions offensively. I thought transition baskets were hard to come by, 22-4 differential. Was it more your lack of push, or was it something they did with the resistance?
Well, in the first half, I think they had 31 of their 46 points were from either the free throw line, second chance, or transition. And, that's what I consider you're giving your opponents easy scoring opportunities. And so, obviously, for us to play our best, we have to eliminate those situations. And, we played well, probably our best game of the series, just the other night here. And, of course, we rebounded better. And, we're going to need that same kind of effort come Thursday on the boards.
Brian, thank you.